The governor, Fubara, is right about IGP's fraudulent actions, who orchestrated Lifu's judgment. Autopsy panel exposes the truth. The police and judiciary owe Rivers State an apology. John Egbeazin Oshodi. And now to the news in full. In a pivotal moment for Rivers State political landscape, Governor Siminalayi Fubara's defiance against the Nigeria police and their alleged interference in the state local government election shines a spotlight on the deepening conflict between state sovereignty and judicial overreach. Fubara's refusal to abide by the Federal High Court's fraudulent judgment from Justice Peter Lifu, coupled with his dramatic confrontation with Inspector General of Police IGP Kayode Egbetokun, exposes the growing divide between state leadership and federal judicial decisions that seems to overstep constitutional boundaries. At the core of this battle stands the autopsy panel's recent ruling, which nullified the Federal High Court's decision which sought to bar the Rivers State Electoral Commission (RSIEC) from holding elections. This ruling holds significant weight not just for Rivers State, but for Nigeria's broader democratic processes. Governor Fubara did not hold back in his critique of IGP Egbetokun, accusing him of fraudulent and wicked actions in relation to the October 5, 2024 local government elections. Fubara's strong condemnation of the IGP underscores the frustration and betrayal felt by local leaders when judicial rulings appear to undermine their constitutional rights and democratic processes. "We don't need your security," Fubara boldly declared, refusing to accept police intervention in what he viewed as the state's rightful election process. This was not just about election security, it was about asserting Rivers State autonomy. The standoff between Fubara and police officers on October 4, 2024 in Port Harcourt was a turning point. Fubara's personal intervention when police attempted to disrupt the operation of the RSIEC was an act of defiance that sent a strong message about Rivers State's commitment to self-governance, especially in the face of judicial decisions that seemed more concerned about with obstructing elections than protecting the right to vote. At the heart of this judicial struggle is the Court of Appeals ruling, which nullified the decision of Justice Peter Lifu of the Federal High Court in Abuja. Justice Onyekachi Osisi panel in Abuja found that the Federal High Court had no jurisdiction over Rivers State local elections, especially in light of Section 28 of the Electoral Act, which only governs federal elections, governorship elections, and area council elections in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). This ruling is a monumental affirmation of state sovereignty and the separation of powers. The panel's decision is a landmark victory for Rivers State, confirming that the state has the right to manage its electoral process without interference from federal courts or law enforcement. By overturning Lifu's fraudulent judgment, the Otisi-led panel reaffirmed that the RSIEC could proceed with the October 5 election despite the federal court's attempts to block them. This ruling marked a critical step in asserting the autonomy of state governments and local electoral commission across Nigeria. The dispute over Rivers State election underscores a dangerous pattern of political manipulation and judicial overreach. Governor Fubara's accusation against IGP Egbetokun reveal a growing concern about the compromise of federal institutions, particularly in Rivers State. The governor suggested that the IGP's actions were part of a coordinated effort with former Governor Wike to obstruct the October 5 elections. The suspicion of political collusion between law enforcement and political figures has raised serious questions about the integrity of Nigeria's judicial and law enforcement system. Fubara's allegations suggest that the Nigerian police, under the leadership of IGP Egbetokun, may be playing a dangerous role in political interference rather than fulfilling their constitutional duty to ensure the safety of the electoral process. Sure, the police are actually working for APC, because I don't understand how they will tell you to withdraw your police officers and you actually did. Is that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to be protecting lives and citizens. You're supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be taking sides with any political party. But Egbetokun clearly showed us during the election that he is for APC, and he showed us clearly that we could all see. In light of this, the OTC panel's ruling serves as a refreshing reminder of the integrity of state authority. It emphasizes that state governments must not be held hostage by federal judicial overreach or political manipulation, particularly when such actions are designed to derail the democratic process. Governor Fubara's defiance of federal court rulings represents more than a political act. It is a stand for judicial independence by insisting that the elections proceed, even in the face of legal opposition and police intervention. Fubara has placed himself at the forefront of the battle for Rivers State democracy. His declaration that "we don't need your security" reveals the deep mistrust he has for the federal institutions that he believes have been compromised by political interest. Fubara's action and the OCC panel's subsequent ruling reflects a broader movement in Nigeria where states are challenging the growing overreach of federal judicial power. The question remains, will the Nigerian judiciary continue to be manipulated by political forces, or will it rise above these pressures and uphold the principle of fairness, independence, and autonomy? The ongoing saga between Governor Fubara, IGP Egbetokun, and the Federal High Court in Abuja under Justice Lifo is a glaring example of judicial abuse and political manipulation at its worst. The OTC panel ruling cuts through the political smoke and mirrors, exposing the blatant flaws and overreach in Justice Lifo's decision. This ruling wasn't just legally flawed, it was a deliberate abuse of jurisdiction, true. One that undermined the constitutional rights of Rivers State and disrupted the democratic process with reckless disregard. The manipulation at play here has not only caused unnecessary turmoil in the state, but has shown the depths to which some are willing to go to subvert justice for political gain. This is a scathing indictment of a judiciary that must be held accountable for its failures. The future of Rivers State's democracy depends on the ability of the judiciary to rise above political pressures and act impartially. The OTC's panel's ruling is just one step in the ongoing fight for state sovereignty and judicial independence. The people of Rivers State have shown their resolve in the face of injustice, and now the judiciary and law enforcement must step up to restore integrity to the system and apologize for the damage caused by the misguided actions. I hope they will be able to apologize. Furthermore, the leadership of the Nigerian police, particularly IGP Egbetokun, must take a hard look at the nonsensical and counterproductive nature of their involvement in this situation. The actions of IGP Egbetokun have shown a disregard for professionalism and the law in the service of political expediency. The police leadership must learn from this stupidity and reassess their role in ensuring the security of the electoral process, rather than being pawns in the political games of the powerful. This is a moment for self-reflection and a clear recognition of the importance of acting in the best interest of the law and democracy. Not serving political agendas, the consequences of failing to act with integrity will echo far beyond this moment into the very future of Nigeria's democracy. John Ebiazian Oshodi. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.